Because remember, you could have applied for this job at any other company, okay? But you chose this company. You chose this particular job. You chose this particular team, maybe. So what is it about this company? What is it about, the things they do that attracts you? Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you guys about how you actually go about tackling the question, tell me about yourself. Now, I'm sure you guys have been in an interview situation where you sit down and the very first question the interviewer asks you is, so tell me about yourself. Now, the problem I see with a lot of candidates answering this question is that they really just approach the question in the wrong way, okay? And you really do not want to be doing this. So today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys, first of all, the things you definitely should not be saying to answer this question, and then we're going to talk about some of the things you should definitely consider saying when you are answering this question. And by the way, if this is your first time here, my name is Tess and I'm a qualified accountant based in the UK. And on this channel, I share a lot of useful resources for those who are looking to get into accountancy, and also a variety of career development tips and tricks. So if you want to learn more about that, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe, and also do make sure you consider joining our career mentorship program, which you can find the link to down in the description box below and also in the comments section. So before we start by talking about the things you absolutely should not be talking about when you are answering this question, I just want to remind you that this by far is definitely one of the most important questions you are going to get in an interview, okay? Because this particular question requires you to basically sell yourself to the interviewer in as little as, a couple of minutes. And it is probably the most important question that you will get throughout the duration of the interview. So it's very, very important that you pay attention to the content of this video, you rewind it and replay it as often as you want, and just get some notes and feedback to help you in the future. Okay, so the first thing you definitely don't want to be saying when you're answering this question is talking about your whole life story, okay? By this, I mean, you don't want to be saying, hi, I'm Tess, I'm from London, and, I'm 32 or I'm 35, whatever it is. You do not want to be saying that, okay? This question is not in the literal sense, tell me about your life story. It is you telling them about yourself, which we will get into. The second thing you don't want to be doing when you're answering this question is talking about your entire CV. The interviewer has already seen your CV, and they probably have it right in front of them actually most of the time when you are in the interview room. So please don't just simply sit there and regurgitate your entire career history. Wrong. The third thing I see a lot of candidates doing when they're answering this question, which is wrong, is not applying a structure to answering this question. And trust me, there is a structure to answering every question, and this one is included, okay? So there is definitely a structure to answering interview questions, and there's a way you need to approach them. So now that we've spoken about the things you absolutely should not be doing, okay, that's definitely, I would say, my top 3 mistakes that I see a lot of candidates making when they are answering this question. So please, if you're doing any of these, please stop, okay? So we've spoken about the things you definitely should not be saying. Now let's talk about the things you should be doing when you are answering this question. I mentioned to you guys that there is a structure to every interview question that you get, and this one is no different. Now, one of the things you want to make sure that you include as part of your structure to developing your answer to this question is the fact that you want to make sure that you talk about your skills and your experience, but not in the way you have laid it all out in your CV, okay? You are trying to really condense it and give a really quick snapshot of all the skills that are relevant, okay? All the skills that are relevant to the job that you have applied for. The mistake a lot of candidates make here is that they simply talk about every single skill set and experience that they have. What you want to do is, when you go in, if you have applied for, say, an accountancy role, you want to focus on the top maybe 3 or 5 skills that are absolutely relevant to that role, okay, that you are applying for. You will be able to tell by reading the job description. Tell the interviewer why they should be hiring you. This is part of your chance of selling yourself. So if you have great analytical skills, if you have communication skills, if you have great negotiation skills, if you have great leadership skills, this is your chance to tell the interviewer, these are the kind of skills and these are the kind of experiences that I can bring to this role, okay? You want to be making sure that as part of that, you're probably also talking about, 1 or 2 companies, if they're big companies, 1 or 2 companies that you have worked with and how you were able to gain this experience. So this particular part of the structure is really about you selling your skills, selling what experience you can bring to the table, but really snappy, okay? Make it quick, make it short, but make it punchy. The next thing you want to be doing is to talk to the employer about why it is you are applying to that company, okay? What is it about the company that attracted you? What is it about the role that attracted you? Okay, we're going to talk more about the role in a minute. But first of all, what is it about the company? Why them? Because remember, you could have applied for this job at any other company, okay? But you chose this company. You chose this particular job. You chose this particular team, maybe. So what is it about this company? What is it about, the things they do that attracts you? Is it their culture, for instance? Is it the fact that, they are, heavily financially sustainable? What is it that attracts you about this company? Is it the fact that they are one of the best competitors within that field that they operate in? Or is it that they are an industry leader within their field? So these are the kind of things you need to be drawing out, but you will not be able to do this and understand this until you have done some thorough research on the company. So it's important that for this part of the structure, you do some detailed research around the company, okay, and formulate your response to this part as part of that. Now that leads me on to the next part of the structure, which is talking about the role. Why this role? Okay, what do you stand to gain from this role? By that, I really mean, what sort of skills are you trying to gain from this role? What sort of experiences are you trying to gain from this role? So we already spoke in the first part of talking about what skills and experiences you are bringing into the job. But this second part of the skills and experience is going to talk about what skills and experience you are hoping to gain from the job, okay? So what sort of developmental goals are you thinking you are going to gain as part of getting this role? It could be that this particular role is going to help you enhance your project management skills, which you are looking to develop. It could be that this particular role is a role that can help you build strong leadership skills. It could also be that as part of this role, you're able to actually develop your analytical skills a lot more better. So depending on what job it is you're applying for and what exactly the role is will heavily depend on what your answer to this part of the structure will be. Hopefully I've given you some points to consider when you are looking at actually structuring your answer to this particular question, including the things you absolutely should not be saying when answering this question. If you're still struggling and you need some private help and review of your CV, your application, or indeed you just want to have a chit chat regarding, general interview application process to see where I can be of help, then please do make sure you use the link down in the description box below and also in the comment section below where it will be pinned. Please do make sure you give this video a like, make sure to subscribe and turn on your notification bell. I will see you in my next video.